Hello, everybody. This is Ali Seven. I am here with my co-host. Introduce
Hey,
yourself.
Wad,
Hey,
was good.
what? What's up? What's up? Yeah. So this is our first podcast ever, right?
Yeah,
And you know, it's a new thing we're both trying out, and hopefully we both like it. Yeah. Any
this
thoughts?
will soon become the number one podcast, not only in the country but the whole world.
I
So,
agree. I agree. I think we're taking over. Who is it? Joe Rogan? Who is that? Rogan? Something like that.
never heard of that kid, but whoever is tuning in right now, you're getting in on the ground floor of
That's
something
right.
amazing.
That's right. If you guys invest in us, if you guys donate money, we'll remember y'all and donate later, like 10 times, right? When we get big.
You're
Okay, this sounds like a
recollecting
scam. No,
some.
no, you guys don't have to do that. We're just, you know, just being funny. Anyways,
I
so,
was serious, but yeah, go ahead.
so yeah, Awad, dude, it's gonna be so weird calling you Awad. Awad, right?
Yeah, what's up?
When did we meet? How long have we known each other?
Yeah, uh,
Or is it 13 years
damn.
ago?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a fucking long ass time. You know, we started out, you were my brother's friend.
That's right.
You and I rarely
I
hung
mean,
out.
yeah, we're still friends, me and your brother,
Yeah,
but go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Yeah, but it's like, oh yeah, I said that like you guys aren't friends anymore, but you're still friends. But
That's
it's
right.
only recently, actually, after our trip to the zoo, the three of us,
That's right.
where you and I got to hang out a little bit, and then we played some games, and then you
Yeah.
got kind of introduced into our circle, and it's all been downhill since then.
Downhill. My life has been terrible. I don't know
Yeah.
why you would do this to me. You would introduce me to these kind of people. And spending more time with you, like it's a
I'm
nightmare.
sorry.
But
Sometimes it keeps me up at night. I remember how good of a person you were, and then I introduced you to these horrible people, myself included, you know.
bro, only my dark side shows up now. Like whenever I join, the conversations or the calls, I immediately go like, all right, let's fucking go. I'm ready for war. Like I'm never chill anymore, man.
Has this impacted your home life at all?
No, no, it's pretty healthy so far. Thank goodness everything's good here.
Good you could separate your home life from your work life,
Yeah,
because this is we are your work life.
I guess so, man. I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
but it's
it's
been
been
cool though.
years.
It's been nice. It's I wish, dude. Having online friends, right, and then meeting them in real life is crazy. Is crazy experiment that I had to go through. I wish you came with us to Miami,
It's
to that Miami trip.
experience, yeah.
Yeah,
It's they become something more. I didn't experience it with them like I know with Kyle, I wouldn't consider Kyle a real friend. Like he's an online friend. When I see him in real life, it's almost as if he doesn't exist. It's
I
very
could
weird.
I could understand that. Yeah.
He's more of an idea than a person. He's an enigma. But I experienced it with a friend from Canada where we were friends. We met on Overwatch, right? We were friends for a while, online friends.
Uh huh.
And then we ended up meeting after I went to Canada twice. And it's weird. You see them in a totally different light, so I understand.
Very cool. Is Who's that?
Uh, well, they will remain unnamed. I don't want to name
Oh
people.
wow. Okay, anonymous friends. Very cool.
Anonymous friends. They may or may not exist. I'll leave that up to interpretation.
I see. So the relationship could be more than friendship. Moving on.
Or less.
Or less than okay, okay. So I asked you to come up with a crazy story, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that. Tell us the craziest thing that ever happened to you, as kind of an icebreaker for anybody that doesn't know us to kind of get to know us better.
Craziest thing. I lead a very crazy life, as you know,
That's
right?
right.
Incredibly crazy life. A lot of things happening.
I
Just
mean,
very,
Danger is
very
your middle
eventful.
name, right?
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, okay.
But it's definitely crazy. I'm talking parties on yachts,
Mm,
meeting NBA players all the time.
Luca,
But
baby.
none of those were as crazy as the time when I was a kid. Now, I don't quite remember the age, and I don't quite remember the story, to be frank. This has been told by my family several times. And when a story is retold, a bunch of times. It gets exaggerated.
Changes. That's right.
So hopefully I'm telling the non-exaggerated version of this when I was a kid. But there was one time I remember my mother where I think I shit myself back to back to back straight. It was incredible hearing about
Wow.
it. Yeah, I was believe we had the Atari at the time, you remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Atari, of
Yeah,
course.
them old ass consoles. I
Yeah,
honestly don't even remember what kind of console it was. Maybe a Nintendo, maybe an Atari or something. I don't know. But I woke up and I think I was pretty sick that day, right?
yeah.
And being, the kid that I am, I didn't give a fuck. I wanted to play before I woke up really early, before we were even supposed to go to school, right? Like catch the bus. So I wanted to get on the Atari, get some game time in, just like I do right now. Uh,
You still play on the
and
Atari?
nah, but I get some game time in. Although right now it's been a minute since I shit myself, so hopefully the history doesn't repeat itself.
That's good news.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, I got on. I don't remember what I was a kid. I hardly remember anything. But the important detail is that I got on, played for a little bit, and then I took a steamy one on
Wow.
myself. Then I went to my mom, and the way she told it, I was like crying. I didn't know because I was embarrassed. Then we got that whole situation taken care of, and then I went back to play, and then I did it again. And then I went back to her, and she was like, "Again, dude?" And we got that taken care of. Then I went back and I did it again. And then I went to her, and she was pretty angry with me at that point. And she figured I was sick or something. But I got to stay home from school.
Wow.
Which
That is
was
that's amazing.
very cool. An incredible
So you,
story.
you shit your pants and you started crying.
I mean, if you want to put it like that, like we can simplify any story down to it's just the bare bones details like that and make it sound uninteresting. You feel me?
I
You
mean,
know?
I just summarized it, you
Like
know?
I could have met the president. You've been like, oh, so you met an old man at a white building. You feel me?
I mean, yeah, you would still be right, you know?
Yeah, you'd still be right, but it takes away all the detail from the story. Sure, I shit myself and I cried. Uh,
Excellent. Let's move on. So
yeah, sure, you go ahead. I doubt yours will be as interesting, but let's hear it anyways.
well, actually, you know what? How about I share? I can't like I had a different story that I wanted to share, but why don't I share a similar story to yours? Like extremely similar. How does that
What? You
sound?
also shit your pants and cried?
Well, no, but it's similar, but it's not identical. Like, come on, man. Listen. All right, so
Go ahead.
this was also when I was a kid, and it was told by my mother. See, it's already similar. Like I said.
I see.
So okay, this this was I was maybe like half a year old or maybe 1 year old maximum, right? So I was a baby,
Right.
and I was so my family back home, they used to eat on the ground. Like they used to put the food on the ground. You know how it is back home. They would sit in a circle and they would just eat on the ground, right?
We still do that, yeah.
Yeah, like
During Ramadan.
that's a cultural thing. Some people might understand that,
Tradition.
like what, do they not have a table? I mean, they do. It's just whatever, right? Oh, y'all don't have chairs while you're from, like, anyways. But they're sitting
Sure.
on the on the ground in a circle. My mom, her sisters, my grandmother, and I was on the couch. But the tricky part is, I was laying down on the couch and I was naked because you know how you leave
What?
babies naked sometimes, like when you change your diaper or something, right? So for
No,
some
okay.
reason,
Yeah, sure.
I was naked, but I mean, I might not be telling the story exactly. Like they were ready to eat maybe, and then my mom was changing me, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm laying down on the couch, right, and they're getting ready to eat, and what one of the meals they had is a soup, is a big bowl of soup, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom said, I just out of nowhere, I just start pissing right into, like, I made a freaking fountain from my little peepee all the way to the soup. And it was yeah, like I guess I had great aim ever since I was young. I don't know.
Distract little peepee from the tape.
I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to call it? My huge cock. Like I was a fucking,
What the hell? You
I
could have just
was
said my
six
position on the
months
couch or something.
I mean, I don't know why you want to focus on my thing. Like that's the only takeaway you got from the whole story. That's kind of weird, but hey man, to each his own, if that's what you're into, go ahead. You can come out to the podcast. I mean, It's okay.
Uh, sure. I appreciate the
Mm.
details. Go
But
on.
yeah. But yeah, that's what happened. And then my family ate the soup and enjoyed it. And here we are today, 25 years later. I can't believe I'm
Yeah,
26, man. I'm
yeah,
turning
you're old.
27. I'm turning 27 in 17 days.
Old, basically. Wait, no, not 17. You're tripping.
I said 27.
Oh, 27. Okay,
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
17.
No, man. 27. Crazy.
Yeah, basically 1 foot in the grave, old man.
I mean, let's not go that far. It's
What
not
is it?
that bad. It's not that bad, you know? Like, it has its perks. Like, I have, you know, when they say old man strength?
Uh-huh. What are you
It's a
gonna
real
tell me?
thing, you know. I feel stronger like every time I grow up. I think it's like the prime age for males is like 30 or 31. So I'm feeling that whenever I train and go work out. I like that strength, that extra power.
Yeah. You think each year you age adds 1 plate to your bench?
I mean, sure, yeah. That sounds
So what are you at now? 5 plates, 6 plates? You're benching 405?
last time I benched I think it was like maybe 6 plates on each side, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Incredible. I
Amen.
believe that.
Do you?
I do. I believe that. I
Because it was
believe you
bullshit.
can.
I actually don't bench that much. I'm a big fan of calisthenics. I do calisthenics.
True. Even I'll be honest, man. I feel like the only reason, well, no, okay, I won't say that. But I will
No, go
say
ahead, man. It's a safe space.
no, no, because it was wrong.
Oh, it was inaccurate. Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah, it was
glad
an
you stopped yourself then.
inaccurate thing to say.
Mm.
But I will say, when it comes to weightlifting, I think the flat barbell bench press, kind of overrated. Kind of an overrated exercise to go heavy on.
You think so?
Yes. I think if you're a beginner, if somebody is just starting out like I was, I think it's excellent because you can overload the bar on a weekly basis as you
Mm.
eat and gain weight and you'll gain strength that way. But in terms of like overloading it and going heavy on it, I don't know. I think it'll do damage to your shoulders. I think
Yeah,
you don't get that full range of motion. You feel me?
I agree. Actually, I do agree.
You
Because
go
it's
with dumbbells
yeah,
or machine or even push-ups, right? Calisthenics.
push-ups. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree. For me, it's calisthenics and boxing and jiu-jitsu all the way. I love martial arts. I don't get bored of it, and calisthenics is just a nice in-betweener. You know, if you're tired or whatever, you do calisthenics.
Calisthenics looks incredibly fun, honestly.
Yeah,
Seeing the crazy things that people can do when they manipulate their bodies at the highest level, that's pretty crazy.
honestly, it's uh, it's insane, man. What human beings could do. It just the only thing that can limit us is ourselves. To be honest, like, have you seen that guy? What's his name? That crazy guy. Crap. He's like a motivational speaker now. He does like 4,000 pull-ups, some insane numbers. I forgot his name.
Luka Doncic.
Luka, Luka Doncic. No, not Luka. Luka's. I mean, you want to talk about the athletic physique of Luka? I mean, go ahead. You brought it up. What's up with that?
The physique of Luka?
Yeah, like, come on. Let's be honest. He's overweight. Why is he overweight, man? I'm a huge fan of Luka. You know me. I'm not a hater. I'm just. I don't understand. Why is he not committed 100%? Why is he not athletically built? Why does he have a tummy?
Look, at the end of the day, we can speculate, but only Luka will know the answer. Now, what I think,
Uh huh.
it'll be well, first of all, a direct quote from him is, "I don't like vegetables." So that should already kind of tell you that his diet
Wow.
is definitely not where it needs to be, right? In terms of being optimized for the NBA.
Uh huh.
Uh, but it's also like in the off season, he's not American, right? He's not American, so he's gonna go in his off time because I know he wants to represent his country during EuroLeague or EuroBasket or wherever for a few months, and then when he's home in his off time in Slovenia, right? He's with his mom. He's eating mama's cooking. He's smoking hookah. He's having these Big Macs, excuse me.
No way he smokes hookah. Is that a real fact?
That's a real fact. I'll send you a
Oh
picture
hell
and
yeah, dude!
where
Every
is
day
it?
that passes, I started loving Luca more and more.
He's a man of the people. Even his nickname was for a while Hookah Doncic.
Shit, that's amazing. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
but all these things will lead to you coming into the season 30 pounds overweight, like he was
Well,
the
let me
season that.
ask you this though.
Yeah,
Serious
go
question.
ahead. Go
If
ahead.
he was, let's just say if he was in a better physical you know,
Hey,
he had a
yeah,
better body, right? Would he
yeah.
be a better player? Is that what do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a no-brainer.
Wow.
First of all, he wouldn't be gassed out. I don't know if you watched the full Dallas game, but towards the end of quarters, man, Luca is gassed towards the end of the game.
But that's stamina.
Especially,
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
yeah, especially in like say in this past series where they were playing Golden State, right? Steph Curry, he scurries around like a little rodent. That's their
Also,
whole system. Runs around screens, gets open shots. It's tough. Curry, he's nice, slim, very fit, athletic physique. He could do that.
yeah,
Luca chasing him around, that's gonna take a lot out of you.
yeah, that's true.
So he'd be gassed. But yeah, if he was fitter, if he was slimmer, he'll be even a better defender, which is his biggest weakness.
I see. I see.
Yeah, but you could
See,
chalk it down. This season MVP.
See, I'm new to basketball, so I didn't even know that if you were slimmer, it makes you better at defending. I always thought it was always about size, you know, because I'm used
Yeah, I
to
mean, just
watching
being
Shaq just blocking everybody.
being quicker in perimeter defense. I do want to ask you though, how is the basketball experience now that you're into it? You're playing 2K. You were there for the playoffs. You'll hopefully be there tomorrow for the start of the finals. So
That's
how has
true.
that been?
That's true. Yes, I was there in the playoffs in person. That's true, and I
That
do play 2K. You know, nowadays I actually just finished playing 2K with some of our mutual friends.
yeah,
Um,
certified
I'm
hooper.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, you know. Oh, and Saturday we're going Saturday to Hoop. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. But
For sure.
it's been fun, you know. It's an interesting game. I like some rules. Some rules just don't make no sense to me. Uh,
What doesn't make sense to you?
well, like let's. How about I start with the rules that I like? So, like for example,
Sure.
the rule that every team has a certain time before they shoot. I love that because there's no room for time wasting. You know, time wasting is a huge thing in soccer. When a team is winning 1-0, they'll freaking keep the ball
Yeah.
and just waste everybody's time, right?
Shot clock, yes.
Including, their coach. I mean, come on, it's just boring. Nobody wants to see that. But in basketball, there's none of that really, right? I mean, there is, but it's very situational and it has to be at the fourth quarter, right? It's you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, each team having like what is it, 24 seconds to shoot? Is that right?
Yeah, it's a 24-second shot clock.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So some rules I don't get, like I don't even remember their names. That's the thing. But there's a rule where um, the paint has a little arc, right?
Yeah.
There was a rule involving that. I don't even remember what it is, but it was annoying me because I couldn't even understand it. But it's neither here or there. It's fine if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's probably a stupid rule that nobody else likes.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what I'm talking about when it comes to that arc? There was like a special ruling. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but if it's a rule you don't like, then it's a stupid rule.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Probably true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is fun. This is it's nice to just talk, with your friend and post it on the internet to see what people think. It'll be a good experience. And it's June 1st, right? As
It
the
is
time
June
of
1st.
recording this. Oh, the freaking the Johnny Depp trial ended today. So it's a historic day, for everybody. What do you think of the
Historic.
trial? Did you watch it?
I did. I watched it through the lens of some streamers. I wasn't interested enough at the start to watch it just on its own, like through the YouTube stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it through some mainly Asmongold. I would tune in to see if he's playing Lost Ark, but he would always be covering the trial, so I would just
Yep,
watch
yep.
it through
Uh,
his stream.
same. It's either him or XQC. XQC was my first option of watching the trial, but yeah, it was the same way. But yeah, Johnny Depp won the case. So what did you think of the highlights of the things that you actually watched?
Let's see. I thought some of the cross examinations, especially Amber Heard, when the lawyer, what's her name, Camille, she was going at her.
Yeah, Camille.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Let's see.
She
Other
was
than that,
ruthless, man. She knows how to do her job.
yeah, a lot of stuff that I could say right now, but I'll try to keep it PG.
Yep, yep. I'm a
Like, what
married
else?
man, so no comment from me.
What,
Um,
what, why'd you immediately assume it was going in that direction?
um, I mean, um, moving on. I think I think that Johnny Depp deserved to win that case. To be honest, I think it's important
And so,
because
did you keep up with the evidence from either side?
yes, I watched pretty much almost the whole thing.
Oh,
And
did you?
there is no evidence of him beating her ever. I mean,
Really?
listen, I know it's hard. Yeah, there is no evidence. Because look, I mean, I guess you could say there is evidence, but they were proven to be not evidence. For example, the photos of Amber Heard with the bruises, they brought some
Yeah.
expert to prove that they were doctored. They were not like natural images. They went to a special software like Photoshop or something, right? And everybody knows why they fucking like a picture with a bruise. Why would it go to Photoshop to enhance it, like to make it nicer? Come on, it's probably a fake photo. And
True.
it wasn't just one; it was multiple ones with the bruises. So that to me was a huge point. Um, Another really big point, and I'm not gonna go all over all of them because there were fucking hundreds, right? But another big one is
Right.
earlier. Amber Heard stated that she was getting abused from the literally the first month of their marriage. But at the same time, she literally bought him a knife, like a big knife that is like dangerous, right? Like you would not give that to a person that would abuse you. That makes no logical sense whatsoever. There's so many things she would have gifted him, like she gifted him a knife. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That
Yeah.
one was a big, like, what the fuck to me. But
Well, I didn't keep up with the whole thing. I just watched snippets of it, like I said, through the streamer's lens. So this is all news to me. So it sounds
dude,
like she was unable to prove any of the claims that she made against him.
yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess on her part. She had no evidence. She had like her sister was the only good witness she had, like a really good witness. But the rest, I mean, some doctor she had was he was the clown basically, and it was a whole mess on her part. So yeah, that was an interesting case. Only took 6 to 7 weeks to solve.
Well, if he was,
I should have just went to Judge Judy, bro. She would have ended in 30 minutes.
think so.
Yeah, it was so
You think this
obvious.
would have made for a great episode of Judge Judy, or a couple episodes?
they could have made part one and part two and everything, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, uh, they get him back on Pirates or something like that. I want to
I
see more
mean,
Jack Sparrow.
okay, you really did miss the trial, didn't you? Because he said on the stand that he will never go back to Disney, even if they gave him $60 million. He would never go back to them.
Yeah, okay, now they want to tell me. What the hell?
Yeah, he
I did
said
not.
that. Yep.
I was actually hoping that I'd see him again. And here I come find a quote literally from him that he's never going back.
Yep, unfortunately, no more Pirates of the Caribbean. Can you believe I never watched those movies? I actually never watched the Pirates of
What?
Caribbean. Yeah,
Why
yeah,
not?
I just haven't. I don't know. I don't know. When did they come out? Because my childhood was in the United States, so a lot of things, when I was younger.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't watch them until all of them were out later. I believe the first one came out in like '05.
Oh
So it was a
wow,
long time ago,
long
yeah.
time.
And and then a couple more came out. I think there's five total. Yeah, probably. I think yeah, five total.
I
The
see.
most recent one wasn't
Damn, there's
that.
five. I thought there was only like two or three. That's crazy.
Nah, but I mean, the other ones they kind of drag out.
Mm,
Like by the most recent one, I know I said I want to see him as the character again, but it would have been more of a novelty than anything because it became really like overplayed and dragged out. But
I
first
see.
one's really, really good.
Mm.
It's really fun.
Okay, I might give it a watch. Is it still on Disney Plus?
Gotta watch it. I have no idea. Probably,
It probably
or
is,
maybe
right?
maybe not with the trial going on and whatnot.
I mean, come on, it's Disney, man. They probably would not pull it because they have to make money out of it. I don't know. But
Yeah,
anyways,
probably. Definitely worth a watch.
for our last 5 minutes here, I just really wanted to talk about this podcast, right? And I guess our goals with this podcast and what it's gonna be like. What do you think? I was thinking like maybe we could do this once a week, right, for 30 minutes. for
Mm.
now. And maybe we could bring a guest every week. Can introduce him, see, tell everybody his relationship to either me or you or both of us, and just talk about random stuff. Honestly, just connect. I feel like the conversations like these are just a lost art, or almost. Like, and I think they're important, but I don't know. What do you think? What do you have in
Uh,
mind?
for the goals of this podcast,
Yeah.
uh, I don't know. No real goals in particular on my end.
Hmm.
I'm just the type of person. This is something new we're trying out, so we're gonna go with the flow.
I
I
like
mean,
that.
I'm just happy to take it as a time to get to talk to a friend that maybe I don't get to talk to as often.
Yeah,
I see it that way more than anything, right?
it's awesome. Yeah,
Is a
yeah,
time block during the week where we just get to chat because maybe during the week or however long it may be, we don't hang out, we don't talk on Discord. So a for sure block of 30 minutes on air talking to each other for millions and millions of viewers soon.
yeah.
Maybe not now, but soon.
That's right. That's right. You gotta have ambition. You gotta believe in yourself. Otherwise, who's gonna believe in you? You know what I mean? Like, that's how how do you think Joe Rogan started? You know what I mean? He didn't have 2 million listeners in his first episode. He was literally trying to figure out how to connect a mic to the thing. So
True. Very true. He probably still hasn't figured that out. Joe
it's-
Rogan, he's very, I enjoy listening to some highlights of his podcast if the guests are interesting.
Mhm.
But Joe Rogan, he's very, and Joe, I know you're listening to this, you're scouting the competition, but
I mean, of course.
very, very cavemanish.
Wow, wow, big claims from Awad here. But go ahead. Why do you feel that way?
I don't know, I just do. Sometimes you don't need reason behind feelings, right? The
Yeah.
things you feel. So I just feel I get the very cavemanish vibe from him. Cool
Wow.
guy though. Seems like a great guy.
Who?
Joe.
Joe Rogan. I mean,
Joe Mama.
damn. I fell for that one.
Yeah, my bad. Oh, what
Not
were you
gonna
gonna say?
lie. Um, I'm sorry. That Joe moment just caught me off guard. I'm frozen up right now. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that was a test, man. You gotta keep the flow of things, even when faced with something like that. A
I
stun
mean,
grenade.
I'll hand it to you, man. I don't know. I'm panicking.
This is a tough scene.
Yes. Okay. So this is a good conversation swerver, I guess. The podcast name is Tough Scene. You want to tell us more about the name and how how that came about?
It's one of the things that I say a lot, so you could call it a catchphrase.
That's right.
But it's from this guy. I'll tell you the origin here. It's from this guy,
Don't say his
Barry
name.
McCockiner.
Okay.
No, no, I mean it's not somebody. It's a public figure, I guess you could say.
Okay. And
It's
his
a
name is
parody.
what?
Barry McCockiner.
A very interesting name. So what
Yeah,
does
it
he do?
sounds like Barry might cock in her. That's the joke. But he's like a parody sports Twitter account. You can look him up. Yeah, I think he even has a YouTube channel. But
If I figure out
he,
how to spell his last name, I definitely will.
yeah, he used to. Well, he still does. But it's like to give you an example of where this catchphrase would be used. A couple seasons ago, the Cowboys had just come off a first round exit in the playoffs after going 13-3, which is an amazing season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they went into the next season with big hopes, Super Bowl ambitions, as the Cowboys do every season, right?
Right,
Our year,
right. Since freaking the 1970s, right? Yeah.
yeah. And this season they disappointed, and there was a lot of controversy going on with the quarterback, the relationship between him and Des Bryant, who was the number one receiver at the time, and now he's like an NFT merchant or something. He's been out of the league for such a long time.
Mm.
But after a game, it was a loss to the Atlanta Falcons that everybody expected the Cowboys to win, but they ended up losing in really embarrassing fashion. So this guy, Barry,
Yeah.
he went to Twitter and he did his usual thing where he was reporting fake scenes in the locker room. Like Des Bryant went up to the quarterback, Dak Prescott, and punched him in the face. And Dak dropped his helmet and it hit a Make-A-Wish child in the head. Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he would end it with tough scene.
What a disaster.
Yeah.
That is that's
You
crazy.
think about that, if you were there and you witnessed something like that, that would really be a tough scene.
I mean,
So,
truly said.
yeah,
There's
anytime I
nothing
see
else that
that happen,
he could have said that would have been better. It was a tough scene.
yeah. So I just kind of pick that up, and anytime I see something tough going on, I'll throw that out there. I'll throw tough scene.
Wow. Yeah, and every time you do it, I freaking laugh out loud. I'm like, this guy, man. And it's
Hey, shout out Barry, man. Barry, if you want to come on the podcast, we'd love to have you.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could have him. Yeah, yeah, he could do that.
Yeah, I know we're big time and all that, but we'll make
We'll
time
make
for
an
the little guys.
exception. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that was our first episode of Tough Scene. Thank you for tuning in. My co-host Ohad, thank you very much. That was a nice conversation, and
Of
hopefully we'll
course,
come
man.
back next week stronger. Maybe not alone, maybe with a guest. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Any final thoughts, man?
Nah, man. No final thoughts from me.
All right, guys.
Go drink water.
See you next week. Thank you.
Deuces.
Peace.